Warning. Contains spoilers for Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 22. While the Young Sheldon Season 6 finale proved that Pastor Jeff might not be a villain in Season 7, this could be good for the Big Bang Theory spinoff. The Big Bang Theory lasted 12 seasons, and in that time, the successful sitcom never had a consistent villain. There was Kripke, Sheldon's longtime antagonist at work, and his big-picture nemesis Will Wheaton. However, both of these characters were supporting stars whose villainy was played for laughs. Often, Sheldon himself was the antagonist of many episodes, and the Big Bang Theory's lead character didn't even realize he was doing anything wrong in many of these outings. This made it somewhat surprising when the Big Bang Theory spin-off Young Sheldon made Pastor Jeff Season 6 villain. The smug pastor had crossed paths with Sheldon before, and his conservative Christianity always left him at odds with the scientifically minded child prodigy. However, in Young Sheldon Season 6, Pastor Jeff was seemingly on a crusade against the Cooper family. He fired Mary from her job at the church because Georgie got Mandy pregnant out of wedlock, and later the pastor also tried to get Nemo's video store shut down for renting R-rated movies. This made it a surprise when Pastor Jeff abruptly ended his reign of terror. In Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 22, a tornado, a 10-hour flight, and a darn fine ring, Pastor Jeff and Nemo came to an uneasy alliance. This could be good news for the series since Young Sheldon has enough conflict without Pastor Jeff's involvement. While Young Sheldon introducing Pastor Jeff's niece seemed to ensure he would keep his beef with the Coopers alive for another season, this is not how the plot shook out. Instead, a tornado led Mima to shelter townspeople in her illegal gambling room, and Pastor Jeff promised not to report the establishment. This proved that his grudge against the Coopers was seemingly dead. The pastor confirmed that he wouldn't report Mima's gambling room, effectively confirming that the pair were once again on neutral terms. This could not have come at a better time for the rest of Young Sheldon's characters. George and Mary's breakup is inching closer. Dale and Mima are moving in together. Missy is still rebelling. Even Georgie and Mandy are getting married, meaning there is plenty of potential for conflict within the Cooper clan without added external villains. This also means that Pastor Jeff could become less of a frequent fixture in Young Sheldon Season 7, which could also help the Big Bang Theory spinoff. Young Sheldon Season 7 dropping Pastor Jeff could allow Mary to move on from her work in the church and gain some confidence before George Esser's death. This would make the event less devastating when it eventually happens, as this development could grant Mary some more independence. Currently, Mary is still struggling to find meaning outside of her role as a mother, even since she was kicked out of the church. However, with Sheldon and his mother in Germany, Mary can forget about the church's influence over her life. Then, in Young Sheldon Season 7, Pastor Jeff can leave the Cooper family alone and give the Big Bang Theory's hero a break.